Mr. Attention, now let me begin with you. World War II was a war that caused deaths amongst 80 million people. It caused massive devastation. Economies were on the brink of collapse. After that, what do you think were lessons learned on a global scale?
Well, there was a lot of lessons learned from World War I, and there's this idea that you couldn't force repatriations. Large reparation fees on these countries, as it would just lead to more wars in the future. So the U.S. and to some extent its allies put together the Bretton Woods idea, and this led to the Marshall Plan, this idea that they would rebuild the economies that they had, in essence, destroyed. Mm-hmm. It did come at some cost because it kind of ignored the allies. Great Britain and France did not get as much aid as Japan and Germany did. And part of it was altruistic, this idea that you would create a more lasting world order. And part of it, I think, was a little bit cynical. There was this idea that by building up these nations that were basically under the duty and obligation to the United States, mm-hmm. that it would be a countermeasure against any other trouble that could come forward in the future. But right. From that, you get this great society, Woodrow Wilson, and the ideas of the United Nations, and that's where things started to take off.